Hi everyone, it's Tawney. Today we're doing a new video that I saw Teresa is Dead film. I know she referenced someone and I'm going to have her video and the video she referenced down in the description box so you can check it out. I'll also have links for if you want to do this or if you want to just follow along and like do it with me while I film this video so that way you can check it out. I have been unfamiliar to makeup nonsense bingo for a very long time. I kept seeing Teresa's Dead post these videos and I didn't know what they were, so I just didn't watch them because I just didn't understand. Like for a while I wasn't interested and then I got intrigued, but I still didn't know what it was, so I just didn't watch. And then finally one day I was like, I think this is an anti-haul. So I finally clicked on it and when she explained what it was, I was like, this is like a really cool idea. And I've only seen like a handful of people post these on YouTube, at least like different YouTubers, but they've posted multiples. Each of these people are like sometimes are up to like 20, 60, whatever. So I kind of want to jump on the bandwagon and do this because I feel like it's really cool. It does, however, limit the number of anti-hauled items I am allowed to do. So if there's others that we either don't get to today or that I feel like deserve being in an anti-haul video, I will film that. But for the sake of this video, I just kind of want to try it out and see how it happens. So basically, I have this makeup nonsense bingo card and it has all the different sayings on it. It has another rainbow palette, yet another lip gloss, foundation again, major copycat vibes, it's a Colourpop release, Drunk Me would buy it, and all sorts of like fun different things on it. There's 4 different cards that I saw and they all had the same things but in different places. So I kind of picked the one that I thought looked the most interesting, at least like just the way it was located. I didn't really know what releases I was going to be talking about, and even when I was picking out the releases I wasn't thinking, okay, can I get a bingo out of this? So I really wasn't trying to cheat in any way, so I like, you know, but the whole purpose is once we hit bingo the video's over. So the video could be an hour, it could be 20 minutes, it could just, you know, however long it takes. And I have these cute little stars I printed out and cut out, so I'm going to tape them on and then we'll see how it goes, and I'll show you the card after each round. So the first release I'm going to talk about is from Colourpop, and it is the Barbie collection. It's Malibu Barbie, not just Barbie. There's an eyeshadow palette that's $25, which is a bit high for Colourpop. I know they've done pricier palettes, like when they, the So Jaded palette and the Stone Cold Fox that's sitting right here and the Bare Necessities. I think they were more, but I feel like this is a little bit pricey, but it is a collaboration and I feel like it's a little bit bigger than most of normal palettes, so I can't complain too much. It has a Super Shock highlighter, which looks really cool, but I don't think it would be my shade. Lip duos, 3 of them, lashes, a mirror. I really like the mirror, but I do feel like it's a little bit cheap looking. I kind of wish it would be a little bit more posh and like high-end looking. Like I want something like super fancy, glitzy, decked out in glitter, sparkle, diamonds, what have you. Like even fake diamonds, you know what I mean? Like just crappy little itty-bitty things. I don't want to buy the palette because it's not my color scheme. I see blues in palettes and think they're so beautiful, but I never get use out of them. I've been trying, but for the most part, I don't get use out of them. So I'm trying to talk myself out of it, but at the same time, every time I see it, I'm like, I want this palette. So I might get it like on sale. So I'm going to put that on It's Colourpop. It's a Colourpop release, the one right in the middle, because it's Colourpop. The next one is the Dose of Colors and Nima Tang collection collaboration thing. So I think this is like really, really cool. Like I feel like this is something we haven't seen. Like we see people do collaborations all the time, but I feel like this is different because it's Nima Tang. And if you don't know, Nima Tang is like a very dark skinned woman here on YouTube. I would say she has like deep, I'm trying to like, as deep as you can go basically is what her skin color is. So she's a big advocate for expanded shade ranges and being inclusive and just trying to like get brands to understand why that's important. And I feel like that's like something that we really need here on YouTube. So I've always loved her. I've been a fan of her for years now. So definitely check out her channel. But she has released 2 separate lip sets. One is the Nima's Coral lip set, which has like a bright orange and like a coppery kind of vibe. And then the other one is the Nima's Nude lip set. And I feel like the nude one is more my vibe, but all of these nude shades are her nude. They're not my nude. So I don't really feel like it's quite for me. So it's just something I'm not sure I'd pick up. But I've heard the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick formula is like one of the best. So if you're in the need for a new liquid lipstick, or you're somebody of color who could really benefit from this, I would definitely say go for it. But for me, it's just not something that I'm going to get. I'm going to put it as drunk me would buy it. Because not that I get drunk, like, hardly ever and go online shopping, but I feel like this is where I put it. I just feel like drunk me would really like it and then would end up getting it, because the other ones don't really pertain to this type of product. So that's where we're going. So the next release makes my blood boil, because when I look at this, I'm overwhelmed. The picture you're going to see up here has me like... Okay, the eyeshadow palettes, the quads or whatever they are, look like e.l.f., what the quads they did, or even the face duos that they did. It looks very similar. Balms, the glam balms, those, like, the colors they picked, there's like a yellow and a purple and a pink and an orange and a blue, a light blue. Like, I'm so overwhelmed by all of this. I believe it's like a new brand. It's called Relove by Revolution, which I feel like Makeup Revolution, like, we all know it's Makeup Revolution. It's kind of like they're changing hats and like, oh, today we're going to be Relove. Tomorrow we're going to be Makeup Revolution. The next day we're going to be Revolution, but not Makeup Revolution, just Revolution. And it's so confusing, and I'm just like so overwhelmed that I don't want to buy any of this. It looks like there's eyeliners that are pencils, so I don't like that. Liquid eyeliners, don't wear that. The highlighters look decent, but they're like, there's a gold, a like almost bright red, a deep bronze, and then like like a really light champagne gold, which I guess would be the only one that would work for me. Personally, none of this is appealing to me in the slightest. I will not be picking this up. So this is going to go under Makeup Revolution, go away. I was going to put this under same SHIT new packaging, but I feel like it's just more fitting because I don't want it and I don't like seeing it. So it's going to go under Makeup Revolution, go away. So the next release we have to talk about is from Jaclyn Hill. Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics. If you've watched any of my videos in the past, you know I'm not a big fan of Jaclyn. I think the things that she's done have been a little bit shady, a little bit like, shouldn't have done that. And I feel like even with all the problems she has, the way she's handled it is what's been the problem for me. I totally understand that makeup sometimes gets screwed up. Her launch with Becca, I think she was supposed to do an eyeshadow palette with either Becca or Ofra. That got botched for various reasons, and she didn't really give a good explanation. She has come out now, Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics has come out with Bacon Brighten Under Eye Powder, $29, not bad. Face It All Brightening and Setting Palette, $39. A little bit. Last Act Translucent Setting Powder, $29. Prep Starter Hydrating Under Eye Primer, $24. Now, the under eye primer doesn't sound terrible. I feel like that might be something that's a little bit appealing, but to me, none of this is like exciting. When I saw a swatch for the lightest powder palette, I was like, what even is that? Like, what are you, who are you, like, is this for Casper the Ghost? Like, I don't really understand. Like, it just, I'm going to put it as a true cash grab because I feel like that's what Jaclyn's known for, but I don't really know if that fits the situation, but we're going to put that here. So moving on, we are getting to the Natasha Denona Zendo palette. Now, I believe she's come out with a 5-pan that I believe was like the introduction to this palette. It was like the before, and now this is like the full. $65, which isn't bad. I have the Glam palette that was $65. I'll show you what it looks like. Oh, it's so pretty. It's a cool tone basic AF palette, but I really like it. The shimmers are great. I really wanted a Natasha Denona palette, so I bought that. I feel like the colors in this are decent. I feel like if you're interested in if you're interested in color and this is like right up your alley, I would suggest going for it because it's Natasha Denona and I feel like you're going to get your money's worth and it's going to be like a decent palette. I'm going to put this as another rainbow palette because it kind of sort of is a rainbow palette. So yeah, we're going to go with that. Still don't have a bingo yet. This is where we could have gotten a bingo. Put that, no, right here. Yeah, I put that right here. So we're kind of close to a bingo, but not quite. We're not doing 4 corners or the whole thing because that'd be a long video. But so the next thing I want to talk about is not makeup related, but it kind of is because it's Jackie Aina's candle brand. But it's it's her Forever Mood brand, and she has come out with 4 different spring candles. They're so pretty. Oh my gosh, I looked at this and I was like, I want the whole set. But then I saw the whole set was $143. And I was like, sorry, Jackie, I can't afford that. Like, even if I wanted to, it's just too expensive. But they're $38 a candle, which is more than I've ever spent on a candle, I would say, if I ever bought these. But I feel like they would be really good, and I feel like you'd, like, get good scents, really get your money's worth. I feel like a lot of time and effort would have been put into these, and I feel like it would have been worth spending your money on. There is Bad and Boozy, Butterfly Effect, Cloud Dream, which sounds like my thing, and then Spring Flings. They're so pretty. Like, look at all the colors. I'm going to put this as a product that is a catfish, not because it's a catfish, but just because Jackie Aina is known for makeup and this isn't makeup. So I may have just cheated a little bit, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. We're moving on. The next product is from Sigma, and they have come out with the Ambiance eyeshadow palette, $49 for 14 shades. Glow Kissed highlight palette for $49, which kind of doesn't look too bad. I feel like those would be colors I could use. Maybe not so much the deep brownish color and the gold, but the rest of them are fairly like champagne-y, whitish looking that I feel like I could pull them off. And then 2 lip glosses, $20 each. One has my name, it's Tawney Copper Shimmer. Oh my gosh, now I have to buy it. In Idyllic and Brilliance. And then a Radiant Glow brush set for $95. I don't want to get the lip glosses. Do I want the one with my name? Yes. I really like the way the eyeshadow palette looks. I feel like it's something I could get use out of every day, but it's stuff we've seen all the time. I really like Sigma's launches every time they have a launch, but it's just not really memorable and not something I feel like I really need to buy. Like, I'm never like super interested. So for this one, I'm going to put Basic AF Neutral Palette because that's basically what this is. So that went right there. We're getting close to a bingo, but we're still a little bit far away. The next thing I want to talk about, I have 2 releases from Juvia's Place. The first one we're going to talk about is the blush collection. There's the Blushed Rose eyeshadow palette for $14, and then the Blush Duos for $14. One is Volume 1 Earthy Tones, and Volume 2 is Soft Pops of Bright Color, which doesn't quite... I really like the way the light one looks. I feel like the dark one's not really geared toward me, which is fine. I really like the way the light one looks. I really like the way this eyeshadow palette looks. Like, I really want this eyeshadow palette. So I'm considering getting it just because I feel like it's so pretty. It's so pretty. So yeah. So I feel like this is a really cool launch. I think I am going to get the eyeshadow palette, even though I don't need it, just because I feel like it's just so pretty. And I think I might get the blushes too. So we're going to put that under, put it on my face. And that is the one right up here in the corner. So we're moving over a little bit, getting to an area we haven't been before. So the next collection is the second one from Juvia's Place, and is the Bronzed collection. There's the Bronzed Rustic eyeshadow palette for $14, the Bronzed Duos for $18, which the blushes were $14, so I'm a little confused. But there are 5 different shades, or like skin tone ranges, skin color ranges that you can get the Bronzed Duos in, so that's kind of cool. 2 lip glosses, $13 each, or for $23.40 as a bundle. The Bronzed Mini Liquid Lipsticks are $10. There's 3 of those, and a Bronzed Lip Liner, that's $10. I really like everything about this collection. I won't be getting any of the lip products just because I never get super excited about lip products. I do like the eyeshadow palette, but I feel like I already have that in a Colourpop palette, so I'm not going to pick that up just because I don't want to get something I feel like I already have. But I do like the blushes, or the bronzers. I really like the medium one, even though I should probably go with like light or fair, or which, like one of the first 2, just because of like my skin color. But honestly, I feel like the third one wouldn't be too bad. But these are really pretty. I really like these. Same SHIT new packaging. Not because it sucks, but just because, and that's right here, just because I feel like I said with the Colourpop palette dupe, I feel like I already have that, and then we've already seen bronzers, even though I feel like these get a lot deeper than most bronzers, so I do have to commend them for that, but it just, like, not really my thing. Okay, I already know where this one is going on the board because I know what it is. So this is the Morphe 35D Desert Bouquet Artistry Palette, $26, which is a fairly good price. They're also coming out with Morphe 2 Hide and Seek Concealer, $12. Don't care about that. The Equalizer Foundation Primer, $16. Don't care about that. Not going to buy this. I want to talk about the palette. This palette, when I first looked at it, I was like, ooh, purple, because I love purple. Purple is like one of my favorite colors. Those shades are so dulled down and boring and just not interesting in the slightest that I can't imagine who looks at this and thinks, I need to have this. I have to buy this. I want this. Like, it just so unappealing to me. Like, I hate it. Gross. No, gross. This is going in an oversized Morphe palette. And that was right there. So we're close. I have 2 more stars and then we're going to have to start scribbling. But that's fine. Okay, the next collection is from Kaleidos. And I want to say initially when I first saw the eyeshadow palette, I thought this was Melt because of the way it was shaped. I almost expected WEED imprints embedded into the eyeshadow because that's what Melt does. I feel like this is a cool release though, so I do have to say there's an eyeshadow palette. It's the spring collection for Kaleidos, just to, like, you know, get it out there. There's an eyeshadow palette, 2 sets of lip clay. I don't quite know what that is. A blue agave lip mask and more. And more. That's what it says on Trend Mood. So I feel like the eyeshadow palette is cool. I like the greens. I feel like that's a good concept. I feel like it's something very different, especially with the green and blue mixed together. However, it is not my thing in the slightest. So I'm not going to be buying this. But I think it could be something that people would like. So there's that. I'm going to put this under major copycat vibes, not because I feel like they are copying from Melt. It just felt like it was a Melt release initially, and that went right there. So we have 2 spots that it could get bingo at in the next one. So the next release is from Shan XO. I believe her name's Shannon. It's the wedding-inspired collection from XO Beauty Shop. I've never heard of them before. I feel like I might have looked them up before, but it doesn't really ring a bell. There's the one and only eyeshadow palette, $62.99 New Zealand dollars. I think that's what it is. NZD. Highlight palettes, 2 of them, $34.99. 3 lip veils, $17.99 in 3 shades. And then the bundle you can get for $121.56. So that's kind of like, that's kind of cool. Not my thing in the slightest. I don't think I'm going to be picking this up at all. I'm going to put Pretty Embossing Basic Makeup because I like the packaging on the outside, but everything just looks boring on the inside. So that's going right here. And we don't have any stars, so I'm just going to have to X out with a pen, but it's fine. But the next one I have to talk about is from Ciate London, and it is a collaboration with Edna Mode. Edna Mode from The Incredibles. Now, I initially saw this, glanced over it, wasn't interested, not my thing at all. But then I focused in on it and I was like, wait a second. Like, I'm a little confused. There's a face and cheek palette for $39, a soft matte lip powder for $20, and gel liners in 2 shades for $19 each. The gel liners do look really cool. I feel like the shades are very different. The face palette, let me just say, face and cheek palette. What is this? Like, I'm so confused. Like, what the heck is this even supposed to be? Like, no, not for me. Get out of here. Next. So I'm going to put that as a bundle deal no one wants. And that also could have gone under a collab with someone not known for their makeup. And it went right here. and we have bingo. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and ring that notification bell down below so you get notified when I upload my videos. Let me know if you guys like this kind of a video, if you want to see more of these, if you want me to dive a little bit deeper and try not to get bingo so soon, you know, I'll go for that. But yeah, I really liked filming this video. I think this is definitely something I want to keep doing, and I'd like to watch more videos of. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you liked it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!